Hello everyone, welcome back to the GallowgateShots YouTube channel. We are back from the international break with a bang, down to earth, losing to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, 1-0. Felt a bit like a missed opportunity if you ask me, but we are here now, so let's get on with it. Martin Dubravka in the net as always, and reliable as always. Some brilliant stops prior to the killer blow. Maybe could have done better for the Alonso goal, to be honest. It looked as though it just went through him, which is a real shame, because before that I was saying how much of a good game he was having, and we see this quite a lot from Dubravka. Didn't lose the game at all, but 7 for him. Yedlin was next. It was a very spirited performance from him. He came flying in to prevent Chelsea getting in, but of course for that final moment he failed to deal with Alonso. But it was a brilliant block against Abraham's pass that Tammy Abraham could not believe, to be honest. Got to give Yedlin a 6 for this one. Clark, on the other hand, very, very good show. He was doing the stuff that you don't notice. We've mentioned this on the podcast before. He struggled with Hudson-Odoi, but not a bad effort. I think he was a very, very good addition to that defence. He's really fighting for his place. He could have equalised as well, which could have changed the entire thing. 8 for Clark. Lascelles did a very good job. It was a big day for the defence, I think, and he was lucky to escape any VAR from the little elbow that everyone was talking about. But, you know, Lascelles, apparently the VAR cameras just don't see anything that he does, to be honest, so that's good. He made some solid clearances. I have to say it was a decent game. We'll give Lascelles a 7. Cher did some brilliant defending again when we were up against it. Some real good blocks and clearances, but again, the goal just kind of lets everything down, but it's no real, like, solo performance that caused that. Cher gets 7. Willems, he deteriorated as the game went on, unfortunately. He looked a bit knackered. Some bright moves heading forward, but it just fizzled out, and it's a shame, really, because Willems had such a good game against Man United. But never mind, we move on. 5 for Willems. Longstaff, Sean Longstaff this is. He made a few touches, good touches in the game, but he got quiet as the game went on, as Chelsea really got into their stride. Yeah, I think it was tough against the stronger side, similar to his brother. 6 for Sean. Matty, he couldn't have done as well as he did against Man United. It was never going to happen twice in a row. Maybe it would have, who knows. He covered a fair bit of ground, but he did struggle with the likes of Willian and that type of thing. I don't think it was necessarily a bad game for Matty, but yeah, 7 for him. Almiron was running around all over, as ever. There was some good movement, but he's still struggling to find any luck near goal. It was one of those games where you just want to see a little bit more from him, and he maybe went missing for some periods. 6 for Almiron, he got taken off. Carroll comes on, and he's always up for it, but he failed to click on this opportunity. 6 for Carroll. Saint-Maximin is the player that we like. Best creative outlet that we have, certainly in the first half. He ran rings around Chelsea. Nothing really came of it, unfortunately, but, you know, it's just one of those things where we're going to see more and more from this guy in home games in particular. You'd like to think that he's going to play like that against these lesser sides that we've got coming up. He maybe should have helped out a little bit more in the defence as well, I do have to say. Saint-Maximin gets 7. Gale comes on in his place. Good to see him. Might be relied on in the future because he can grab goals, but didn't change much in this game. I'll put that down to not getting on Andy Carroll's shoulders. Needs to happen. Joe Linton, it's a real shame. Horribly isolated the entire game. The chances aren't coming to him, and he's getting frustrated, isn't he? And we're getting frustrated. It's a real shame. Tough chance to head the ball in directly, but no, 5 for Joelinton on this occasion. It's really hard to judge someone when you've not really seen him do much, but what he is doing is just not enough right now. I'm sure it'll get better. He's a very talented striker. Atsu comes on towards the end. He looked bright, but the game was done at that point, so that was that. It's a very short video, but that's kind of how the game felt. Missed opportunity in the first half. I think we played excellent. We defended like mad, and the defence had a very good game, but that lapse of concentration lost us the game. It was very unlucky. Chelsea gave us the offer, but we didn't take it. But still positives to take from it. I think that's the main thing we can look at here. Any other season, you'd probably be lucky to come away from Chelsea with anything around 1-0. So, you know, that's probably good. We need to find some goals. I'm just going to go and have a quick look for some now. See you soon.